What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Ninja Slice and Dice. So this is Slice and Dice from the Ninja Force, and man, this just takes me back. I love Ninja Force. Ninja Force is one of those things that it just really stands out from my childhood, and I don't know. Whenever I see it, it's something about it. It just takes me back. That Ninja Force logo, the pink, everything like that. So yeah, this is Slice and Dice. This one I got in from Hasbro. So we've got a 2-pack here, and you can see they got a lot of accessories. So you've got the different masks or head sculpts, and you've got the different hands. You've got a bunch of weapons in here. You got all kinds of accessories that I can kind of see in there, and that's gonna be kind of crazy going through that, but it's gonna be fun. So we got the side artwork with both of them and their alternate looks. And we got the 160. We've got the back here, both of them in there. I kind of glance at the background, see if I can see anything. Look back there, like who's back there. And then you've got a couple of accessories shown. You got the other side. And back to the front. Now let's get them open and check them out. So here's Slice and Dice outside of the packaging, and they look pretty awesome. They look pretty cool. And again, some of that's probably going to be like a nostalgia thing for me, but yeah, I'm just excited to have them. But we'll take a look at Slice first, and we got them there. We'll take a look at the accessories. Some of these might be mixed. I think I got them all with them. You know, they got a bunch of accessories that are kind of split down the middle. But bring him to the side here. Got a couple hands. He's got trigger finger hands on him, and then he's got a couple of little flat palm hands, chopping hands in black, and then you got a couple of fists, one for each side. You get this cool alternate mask here, head sculpt. Looks really cool. Like that a lot. Nice silver on there. Nice sculpt. Whenever you get something like this, it makes me want to like get and this goes for both of them. They both come with alternate head sculpts that look really cool, and it makes me want to get um, a couple more of these figures just so I can leave some of these guys in the alternate look as if they were, you know, Klansmen or understudy students, something like that. And then you have him looking the one odd, so looking different, like the leader of his little squad, you know. But yeah, that looks really cool. Looks really different. You can see the stitching in there, everything like that. You've got this little coat here that was on the back side. Looks tattered on the ends, just a brown, a little silver, black. We've got this little head cover here. Looks really awesome. Makes me think. I know people probably think of Raiden. Makes me think more of the guys from like Big Trouble Little China. Looks cool. You got this little band here. Got the little kunai on there. Nice silver. The rope just looks plain. And my biggest thing for this, or like thing that I'm gonna complain about probably, is the weapons. So he's got these weapons here. They look cool, but they are like this plain, like molded in this plain gray. Like, look how lame that is. The lights might even make it look shinier than what they actually are. So you got those blades there. You've got these here. And I don't understand why they couldn't mold it in like a nicer silver or paint it in a nicer silver. You got these hooks, hook blades, hook swords. I love these. Really nice, but man, would have been a lot better if they would have had the silver. And then we've got the size here. I think maybe I'm missing one. I have to go back through the box to make sure. But for now, yeah, we got the little sai here. And I mentioned the color of the swords because looking at dice, he's got a couple weapons, and they're in this really nice silver. So that's just a side by side. You know, why could you do it for his and not, dice and not slices? I don't know how crazy it would have been just to add that little bit of paint to it. I think it would have made it look amazing. But man, yeah, that and it's the same set, so I don't understand. Like, does anybody get that? I just don't understand. Maybe mine just aren't painted or something. I don't know. Like, this is crazy. Like, why would you do that? This done right, this one not. It's really wild. So taking a look at Slice, he looks pretty cool. You get this nice red, black, and silver. The design is very different. Looks really cool. I like the head sculpt a lot. I think that's pretty awesome. I like the old figure for that. But you can see a little bit of the details in there. It's not just a flat face. You can see the texturing in there around the mask. You've got this body here. I believe we've seen this before. But you got this nice black fading up into the red, which is really awesome. I love that. That looks really cool. Nice fading, even on the back. Got this nice silver outlining everything on him. Texturing in the belt, you get the ropes. Texturing here in the thighs. In fact, the whole leg, the leg is textured. There in the shin guards, you got some paint, the silver, the red. Feet, the toes. Got texturing here on the back of the legs. All the way up, we've got his holders for weapons. Again, we got more silver and black on the gauntlets. So it's got a spot for knife. But yeah, that is it. Look wise. For articulation, he's got just double ball peg. You know, I hate that. Should have been a hinge. So head's only gonna move that far forward. Back. Then you got the base of the neck, which only lets him go to about there. Pop that on good. So only that far forward, that far back. So really not much back and forth. Little tilt side to side, roll it around. Butterfly joints. Arm goes up. This part flexes to give it some more room to go up. So T pose. Not quite a T. There we go. Pushed it one more notch. T. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Gets a little hindered with that little arm guard right there, that shoulder guard. Just slightly, not by much. Hinge rotation in the wrist. We got the ab crunch, which I love. So going forward about that far. The belt does move, so it gets out of your way. And then it goes back really far, which is nice. Ball waist. Drop down hips, leg goes forward. Goes back to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. Upper boot cut. Hinge pivot with the foot and ankle. And that is it for his articulation. So here's Slice in a pretty cool pose. Got the curved blades, those little hook swords. I think it looks awesome. Got the little short blades on this back. I really have no idea like where some of these parts go. Of course, you can put them wherever you put the weapons wherever you want on him, but I still like to kind of have some kind of guide. There's these little hoops here, And I'm wondering if these blades are supposed to go through there. But you've also got these here that are like, where do those go? I have no idea. I would I would love to store everything on him, but I don't think that's the way it's gonna roll. Or maybe he's holding these two. Maybe these will go into there. Hate to take it out because I kind of want to keep messing around with it. Gets into it pretty. Let's see, Indian style. Maybe he's just crouched. You can get him into some really awesome poses. This is like another way that I'm thinking about. Maybe. Those are really long though. Probably look better on the back, and then these here. Probably the better way to go with it. I think my thing is that just that they feel so loose. They just want to fall out. I got the um, I don't know, I can't think of it. I got that in there. The sigh just sitting right in there. Cross some swords in the back. Put these on. All of these weapons kind of remind me of like some Ninja Turtles accessories. These kind of remind me of Voldo from Soul Calibur. He's one crazy dude. Yeah. I guess that would be a way to do it, to kind of keep everything on him. He's trying to get jabbed. I think it looks awesome. Again, I just wish the weapons were painted with a more of a metallic silver. Could have just matched his mask, you know. The kunai on this belt are nicer silver. Here's Slice with the extra headgear and the little cape that goes around. I don't think they meant for it to go over like this, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Kept the weapons on. Put the little swords in here. And I wish there would have been like a more clear spot for these weapons. I don't know if they're supposed to go in there. This is just me putting them there. But I think they fall out pretty easy. But if you have all these on there and then you put these on his hands, of course you got the little sai in his gauntlet, then you've got pretty much everything on him. And I do like it better with that head sculpt there. And he has ropes that come around on this headgear again that kind of loop down. You can just bring it down and I grab it from the bottom underneath this little brown area and bring it down with it so it all sits together. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty okay. Not bad. Probably my more favorite look for him, I guess. Maybe I'll leave him on the shelf like this. We'll see. This is him without the swords on the back, so you see it sits a little more flush. You can tilt the headgear any way you want it. I like it tilted a little bit more down, more mysterious, and then you catch a glimpse of the mask, the silver. But I mean, if you see all this red and black and all these weapons and stuff, you know he's coming for business anyways. Here is our mask, the alternate head look that looks like the Immortals. 300. You know, if we had two of these guys, or the other look would work too. If you have two of one of the looks and one of the other ones, it makes it look like a leader and two squad mates. We'll take that. And just drop it down. You can reach the little ropes. You got him there. And that looks pretty crazy too. Again, that kind of looks like Yoshimitsu Tekken. Pretty crazy, pretty cool. But I actually think I prefer the other look more, honestly. The other helmet. But this is pretty cool. Up next, we got Dice, and he's pretty awesome looking. It's that purple. That purple really, really stands out in his mask. So he looks pretty cool. Got this nice mask sculpt here. You got the flesh tone done pretty nicely in between there, showing those bands. Just very different of a look. You got the silver. You can see some folds in there. You got the little parts that cover the butterfly joints. Got these little, I don't want to say fringes because it's pretty uniform. But you got the purple and black. Get the red. You got this belt here. You got some silver. These parts right here are free floating. But you got the little scales, red ropes with silver, a lot of silver, nice silver. Same thing with his weapons, nice silver. I don't know why they couldn't carry that over to Slice. Looks good, the texturing. Get the boots, scales, curved feet. And that is our Dice, look-wise. For articulation, same thing as Slice. Ball pegs, so head only moves forward, back and forth that way. Got the base as a cut at the base of the neck, so helps it look down a little bit further, look up a little bit further. Can roll that around. Butterfly joints, I'm not getting like super crazy motion out of there. T-pose, pretty nice. Upper bicep cut, double jointed elbows. Hinge rotation at the wrist. Ab crunch. Let you move forward pretty good. Go back, really nice. The belt here does give and slide down so you can get a little bit more motion out of there. Ball waist, drop down hips, legs go forward about that far. Down to neutral. Goes out. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Bend really nice. Upper boot cut. Hinge pivot in the ankle. And that is it for your articulation. So you can get some nice posing in there. Flying through the air. Kicking. Maybe he's running. Running across the rooftops. For his accessories, let's grab some of those. So for his accessories, we have the 2 different axe, that nice silver, got the detail in there, the sculpts, the black handles, you got the red. The handles look weird, but the blades look really nice. They look pretty cool. You got this longer, I don't want to say halberd, but like you got this nice little staff here. You got that blade on the end. This hook on this end. Nice silver. Again, this is, and it flexes. Kind of wish that was a little more sturdy. But I think some of these are really flexible in real life too. Or is it just the blade portion that does it? I'm not sure. You get a couple of, he's got trigger finger hands on him. You got a couple of chopping hands. Scales on the back of the hands. A couple of fists. You got this head sculpt here. Looks pretty good. Nice scar. Looks pretty well done. Not bad. Get this other one here. That's got like a crazy look. It looks like some kind of ape or maybe a dragon mixture. But those colors really pop. You can see the purple from his mask underneath. So a mask on top of a mask? Or is this just a mask, alternate mask? Now imagine him in this, and then you have 2 people behind him with these. I think that'd be pretty cool. Same thing with like Slice, having the other alternate head sculpts. So there's a pretty nice pose with Dice just sitting there. Got the axe in each hand. He can stab you with the end. Cut you. Maybe swinging it down. Sitting Indian style. He doesn't really got a spot to put these on. I want to kind of put it in, see there's a space right there. I don't know that it's really meant to do that though. And that's the thing, is like I wish there was a spot that was like clearly meant for them. Maybe if he had a backpack portion like that to plug in for the axe. I think that would be pretty cool. Because he also has this longer blade here. If you can get a pretty basic pose out of him with it. Like I'm going cut you, protecting a little bit, defensive, blocking, bringing it down. Bring that down. Maybe he's using that length and swinging it around. Yeah, something crazy. I do like that, and again, I wish there was somewhere to put that also on his back while he's holding something. And that's not loose enough to really get that in there. So, yeah. There's Dice holding his helmet or his mask. The alternate one. Wearing it. Doesn't those colors, don't they like just really, really pop? You know? So many different things you can do with this guy. Really cool. We love options. And I think all of these got horizontal hinges and nothing vertical, you know? That's pretty cool. Maybe have him standing and doing something like that. And I guess Slice could do the same, really. He's got the same hands, poses. So, looks really, really cool. So here's Dice with the headgear and the brown robe. I figured I would give that a shot. It does kind of fit with the mask on. The ears kind of just squeeze into those little holes there. But not terrible looking. Like a little wanderer. Not bad. And then you kind of see the eyes, the top part of the mask. Get that hat off of there. And just that part, I think that looks pretty cool. Then of course we got the alternate head. Just trying to fly through some of these looks, you know? I think that looks good. Very much like Raiden. alternate head sculpt on Slice. It's pretty cool. So for a quick comparison, we got Slice and Dice next to each other. They look really good. Not the same bodies between the two of them. But those colors, that looks crazy. They both stand out. Bodies are different, head sculpts, legs. The feet are different. See, one Dice has the curved feet versus Slice has the little ninja footing. The toes. But they look good together, man. That looks really good. This set is really cool. I'm pretty glad they did do it as a set. And then for another comparison, we bring in some other Ninja Force figures. That style anyways. So this is the Amazon Storm Shadow. This is the one that I got around that time. Ninja Force, And we got our Nunchuck, another one that I had around that time. And this Storm Shadow is, man, I said it before, and I really hope that they redo it somehow. They can do so much better nowadays than when this one first came out. It's one of my favorite looks for him, and this figure is just kind of sad. I really hope they get to this. But yeah, they look pretty cool together. All of them just kind of really take you back. The Nunchuck and this Storm Shadow, his body doesn't match anybody, but Nunchuck and Slice have the same body. So I'll move Dice out the way, and you can see the upper part of the chest. And then the legs, you got the same lines going through. You can see the sculpt lines all the way down. Pretty much the same. The gauntlets are different. The shoulders are different. So the main part of the upper of the body is the same. And then the legs are different. The feet are the same with the toes, but the shins are different. Yeah, so this one's got more similarities than anything. And it's so cool seeing them all together. All right, so that's going to be it for this review. Overall, I really like the set a lot. I think they both look really cool. They're really nice throwback, and seeing them all together really takes me back. So there is that part of it for me. But just as a set, I think they look really cool. Slice, he's got that red and black. Could have been easy just to do red and black, but he's got this nice fade in the torso area where the black just kind of fades up into the red. A lot of accessories. My downside for him is that the accessories, they should have been silver instead of like this weird gray, this flat gray, like this plastic, like toyish gray. Like it takes away from the whole look of it because they didn't do that. So I absolutely hate that part of it. Other than that, I think the figure is really cool. I like that it came with the different brown robes that you could pretty much throw on either one of them. And then you had the nice head sculpt, the extra head sculpt. I think that one looks pretty cool. We love options, and they gave a lot for both of them. With Dice, you had the other head sculpts here. You had the unmasked head sculpt, and you had that little dragon or ape-looking one. Depends on how you want to take it, I guess. Yeah, it looks really cool. You got options, like maybe he's holding this one as a helmet mask, and he has his mask face showing, or he's wearing this one. He's got the other one, so you got extra looks there. The awesome weapons with the nice silver on it. He just, my thing for him is he just didn't have a spot to store the weapons on him, which is what I wish they would have done. So this guy, his weapons fail with the paint. This guy kind of fails with not having anywhere to store it. But as a set, I really like it. I really like them. They look awesome together. And then as you build out Ninja Force, that lineup, like it's just gonna be even more awesome. I can't wait to see who else is coming. Are we gonna get a Scarlet? Are we gonna get a Zartan? We're gonna get a Zartan. We got to get the rest of them, right? Maybe that Snake Eyes. That Snake Eyes wasn't my favorite back then, but I did have it. Maybe it'll look a lot cooler in a classified scale, but yeah, I mean, I did have them. I played with them quite a bit, so I guess I can't really say I didn't like them. It's just that V4 version was like really, really awesome to me. So yeah, I mean, this is I think it's a pretty cool set, and because of those different head sculpts, these two here, I want to get multiple sets of these because I do want to build out a little squad behind them with those. I think that would look really, really cool. Nice little army building way. So yeah, that's going to be it for this review. As always, I hope I helped you out in some way, showed you enough of these guys, the look, articulation, something like that, different poses, things you can get out of them, options, They gave us a lot of options. So yeah, I hope we helped you out in some way to help you decide whether it's for you or not. So that's going to be it, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.